Business insurance is complex, and having the right agent on your team helps. But when it comes to protecting your people, your property, and your revenue, there are some major coverage gaps you need to know. The first is in your liability policy. Sure, we'd all like to think our employees and our customers would never sue us, but the time to think about a general liability insurance policy is not when you're served a lawsuit. What is a general liability policy? Why do you need one? Well, a general liability policy, also known as GL policies, protects you, your business, and your employees against claims of bodily injury or property damage. So think someone walks in your store and slips and falls, or you accidentally burn one of your clients' houses down. A GL policy covers most small business needs. However, there's a big gap that GL does not cover, and that's known as Employment Practices Liability Insurance, also known as EPLI. While having solid policies and procedures in place should help you avoid most lawsuits for sexual harassment, wrongful termination, or discrimination, even the best policies can't help you avoid all lawsuits, and that's where EPLI comes into play. This policy is designed to defend you against a lawsuit and pay any money you owe up to the applicable limits. As I always say, we want you to write the small checks and we write the big ones. The second gap I often see is when a business lacks workers' compensation insurance. Workers' compensation, or workers' comp, is a way for you to provide medical and wage loss benefits to your employees who are injured at work. Not having the policy could result in a hefty fine or even jail time. Depending on what industry you're in and what state you live in, you may have different requirements for your workers' comp. For example, are you a sole proprietor? Do you use independent contractors? Are you an agricultural employer? Or maybe you use a staffing agency? Depending on your answers, your policy may get a little tricky. My advice is to work closely with an agent when determining whether you need a workers' comp policy or not. The third most common gap I see is in your business auto policy. Did you know most business auto policies do not automatically cover additional equipment? You know, that beautiful full vehicle wrap that you paid $5,000 for? It's not covered. How about that permanently installed ladder rack on the back of your job site trailer? That's not covered either. Unless this coverage is specifically named on your policy, it is most likely not covered. You would get a check for your damage to your vehicle, and you'd be out of pocket for all that additional equipment. The good news, a simple conversation with your agent can get you the coverage you need. The fourth most common gap in coverage I see is no inland marine coverage. Aside from the very confusing name, an inland marine policy protects your business personal property when it leaves your business location. This could include photography equipment, hand tools such as saws or drills, generators, front loaders, or lawnmowers, and even electronic data processing equipment such as laptops or tablets. Most business owners don't realize that once your property leaves your official location, it's not covered. So for the business owner on the go, this is a coverage you should have and understand. You want to focus on what's important, running your business, not on this insurance stuff. So whether you've been in the business for 1 year or 20 years, it's important that you get a second opinion on your coverage. Send me a message and let's have that conversation together.